Hey everyone, and welcome back. Before we dive in today, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be really, truly honest with yourself. When was the last time you looked in the mirror? I mean, really looked into your own eyes and smiled, completely satisfied with the woman you saw looking back? Not a smile because your kids are doing well, or because the house is in order, but a smile that's just for you, because you feel proud and happy to simply be you. I get it, life has a way of sweeping us along, in our roles as wives, as mothers, as grandmothers, as the CEO of the entire household, and somewhere along the way, the woman who has her own first name can get a little lost. We look in our closets, and we see practical, comfortable, dark-colored clothes. We tell ourselves, oh, who cares what I wear at my age? I don't have time to think about that. And bit by bit, we give ourselves permission to fade into the background of our own lives. Well, I am here today to tell you that stops now. Because something magical is happening in the world of fashion for fall and winter 2025. There's a gorgeous shift, a beautiful collision of styles, where the timeless, all-American elegance of Ralph Lauren is meeting the effortless, cool girl chic of Paris. And it's all unfolding on the sophisticated runways of Milan. And you want to know the absolute best part? This is not a trend for the 20-somethings. This is a tribute, it is a thank you note to the beauty of experience, to the depth, to the grace that only a woman in her 50s, 60s, and beyond truly possesses. Let me tell you a quick story about my friend, Carol, who's 58. She was in a funk, feeling like her best years were behind her. Her closet was a sea of shapeless black and gray, and she admitted she felt invisible. Then one day, her daughter came home with a gift. A gorgeous, perfectly tailored camel coat. It was just one coat, but when Carol put it on and stood in front of the mirror, she froze. She saw a different woman looking back at her, an elegant, put-together woman with a certain spark in her eye. That afternoon, she put on that coat and went to a nice coffee shop by herself for the first time in years, and she felt seen. One coat didn't just change her outfit, it reignited a little flame of confidence inside of her. And that feeling is my promise to you in this video today. This isn't just going to be a report on clothes. This is a roadmap, a masterclass in how to redefine your own unique sense of beauty, how to rediscover the confidence that's been buried under piles of responsibilities, and most importantly, how to learn to love yourself again. Through the language of style, I am going to give you concrete, actionable advice that you can use to create your own magical transformation. Starting with the clothes you already have in your closet, so please, stick with me on this journey. Alright, let's dive right in, shall we? We're jumping straight into the heart of it all. Part 1. The perfect blend, and we're going to decode the magnetic pull of that Ralph Lauren Parisian touch style. First things first, let's talk about the man himself, Ralph Lauren. Have you ever wondered why, with all the flashy, fast fashion brands screaming for our attention, Ralph Lauren's designs feel so permanent? Especially for us, women who've lived a little and know who we are. It's because he isn't just selling clothes, he's selling a philosophy of ageless beauty. Ralph Lauren himself said it best, style is very personal. It has nothing to do with fashion. Fashion is over quickly. Style is forever. Doesn't that just hit home? Fashion is what's trendy right now, it's the stuff that makes you feel out of touch if you're not constantly keeping up. Honestly, it can be exhausting. It makes us feel like we're in a race we can't win, or even worse, that we've become invisible. But style? Style is a different game entirely. It's about knowing yourself, it's about choosing pieces that tell your story, and that's the gift of Ralph Lauren. Let me tell you a quick story from my own life. I can still picture it perfectly. Over 20 years ago, I took one of my first real paychecks and I splurged on an ivory-colored silk blouse from Ralph Lauren. My friends thought I was crazy, saying I could have bought a dozen other tops for that price. But you know what? Those dozen other tops would be long gone by now. But that silk blouse? It's still hanging beautifully in my closet today. The color has softened a little over time, like a treasured memory, but the silk is still incredible, the stitching is still perfect. And every single time I put it on, I don't just feel elegant, I feel powerful. I feel like a woman who knows her worth. That, right there, is the real deal. The luxury in his designs doesn't come from giant logos, it comes from the feel of the fabric, from buttery soft cashmere, gleaming silk, and warm, substantial wool. The moment you touch it, you get it. It's an investment in your own comfort, your own confidence. The tailoring is always classic. It honors a woman's body instead of trying to force it into a trend. It doesn't try to make you look like someone else. It simply helps the best version of asterisk you shine through. And that's why his style endures. It's why it's a quiet goal for so many of us who appreciate true quality. And here's the really cool part. This incredible philosophy, this timeless elegance, it isn't just staying in its lane on Park Avenue anymore. It's causing a major, wonderful shift in the one place known for being loud and daring. I'm talking about Milan. Let's break down this vibe shift. Milan meets Paris. Think about it. What did Milan fashion used to mean to you? Probably bold, dramatic colors, right? Sharp, edgy cuts, big, look at me, statements that are amazing to see in a magazine. But you think, where on earth would I wear that? It was beautiful, but it was like a rebellious teenager, a little intimidating for those of us who prefer a more graceful approach. But the fall, winter 2025 runways in Milan? They're telling a whole new story, a softer, more sophisticated, and much deeper story. The volume has been turned down on the noise, and turned way up on elegance. Designers are embracing that Parisian effortlessness, found in Ralph Lauren's DNA, that chic restraint, creating this gorgeous balance of Italian glamour and French grace. So what does this mean for your closet? It means everything. It means high fashion is finally becoming more grounded in reality. It means the looks we see on the runway are more inspiring and less intimidating. And most importantly, it means the fashion world is finally waking up to a simple fact, the beauty of maturity. And get this. Reports from Nielsen show that consumers over 50 now control a staggering 70% of the disposable income in the US. We don't just have life experience, we have real power, and the industry is finally starting to pay attention. Isn't that amazing? And if you need to see it to believe it, just look at a living, breathing example of this philosophy. A true American style icon who I absolutely adore, the one and only Diane Keaton. Just think about her style for a second. Is she chasing fleeting trends? Never. Her magic is in her signature pieces, which perfectly echo the principles we're talking about. It's the crisp white shirts, the perfectly tailored wide leg trousers, the smart blazers and a great belt. Her style is a masterclass in using high-quality basics, a neutral palette, and the perfect fit to create a look that is 100% her own. She's living proof that you don't wear the clothes. The clothes are there to complement you asterisk. She once said, for me, the most important thing is to be myself and to be comfortable in my own skin. And that's the ultimate goal for us at this stage in our lives, isn't it? To feel comfortable in our own skin, and in our clothes. We're done with squeezing into things that don't feel right, done with tottering around in painful shoes. We've earned the right to enjoy the freedom that comes with knowing who we are. Have you ever really thought about what makes you feel your most comfortable, your most confident self? So, we've got the mindset, the vibe asterisk, down pat, right. It's a spirit of timelessness, of quality, and of effortless, natural confidence. Now, in the next part, we're going to get practical and start building the foundation of that elegant wardrobe, starting with the true power players. Alright, so we've got the right mindset, that timeless, elegant vibe we talked about. Now, let's get down to business. Let's build the foundation of a truly sophisticated wardrobe. This is part 2, the power of elegance, your core wardrobe blueprint. And we're starting with what I consider a woman's secret weapon, something that works like magic at any age, but especially for us. I'm talking about the power of tailoring. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried on a blazer or a pair of pants off the rack and thought, it's okay, I guess? It sort of fits in the shoulders, but it's boxy at the waist, or the pants fit in the hips, but gap in the back. We've all been there. For years, I did the same thing. I remember buying a blazer I loved the color of, but it never hung quite right. I'd fidget with it all day, feeling sloppy. Finally, I took it to a local tailor, and for less than the price of a nice lunch, she worked her magic. She took in the waist just a tiny bit, adjusted the sleeve length to hit perfectly at my wrist bone, and when I put it on again, oh, it was a total transformation. Suddenly, the blazer looked expensive. It looked like it was made for me asterisk, not just for asterisk a body. I stood up straighter, I felt instantly put together, and frankly, powerful. That is the superpower of tailoring. It's not about making clothes uncomfortably tight, it's about making them fit your unique body perfectly. As we get older, our bodies tell the stories of our lives, they change, and tailoring is the ultimate tool to honor that. It creates structure, it skims over areas we might be sensitive about, and it defines the areas we love. It creates clean, elegant lines that are incredibly flattering. The legendary Hollywood costume designer Edith Head said it perfectly: your clothes should be tight enough to show you're a woman but loose enough to show you're a lady. That's what tailoring does, it gives you that perfect, graceful silhouette. So how do you choose the right pieces for your shape? Let's keep it simple. If you have more of an apple shape with a fuller midsection, look for single-breasted blazers that button lower. This creates a beautiful, long vertical line that is so flattering. Pair them with trousers that are straight leg or have a slight flare to balance your shape. If you're a pear shape with lovelier hips and thighs, the goal is to create balance by highlighting your top half. Look for blazers with a little structure in the shoulders. This draws the eye upward. A-line coats are your best friend, and for pants, a straight leg or a bootcut style will look absolutely fantastic. And if you're an hourglass with a naturally defined waist, celebrate it. Belted jackets and coats are made for you. Trousers that sit at your natural waist will accentuate your beautiful shape. But honestly, no matter your shape, a good tailor is your best friend. And the best part? They make getting dressed incredibly easy. Let me give you 2 simple, high-fashion ways to wear them. First, is monochrome dressing . This just means wearing one color from head to toe. Imagine an entire outfit of winter white or ivory, a beautiful cream sweater, cream trousers, a cream coat. Is unbelievably chic, elongating, and looks incredibly expensive. The second technique is tonal dressing . This is my personal favorite. It means mixing different shades of the same color family. Think about pairing a rich camel coat with a softer beige sweater and ivory trousers. See how you're playing with light and dark within one color story. It creates so much depth and texture. It looks incredibly thoughtful and is a secret of the most stylish women in the world. So you have these beautiful, tailored pieces in this gorgeous neutral palette. They fit you perfectly, they feel amazing. Now, how do we add that final touch of personality? That little spark that makes the outfit uniquely yours? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Alright, so we've got the fit dialed in with tailoring, we have that powerful, sophisticated color palette. Now let's talk about something that's just as important, the feeling of beautiful fabric against your skin. This is part 3. It's all in the details, the art of texture and accessories. And let's start with the coziest, most luxurious layer. The incredible appeal of high-quality knitwear. I'm sure you all have sweaters in your closet, right? But have you ever really stopped to think about the difference between them? The difference between a real cashmere or merino wool sweater and a cheap one made of acrylic. It's not just the price tag, let me tell you, it's a world of difference in how it makes you feel. A high-quality knit, like cashmere, is like a cloud. It's buttery soft, it's breathable, keeping you warm without making you feel stuffy or overheated. On the other hand, a synthetic acrylic sweater is often scratchy, it doesn't breathe, and it just doesn't have that quiet elegance, that beautiful drape. I'll be the first to admit, the first time I decided to invest in a real cashmere sweater, I had some sticker shock. It felt like a huge splurge. But here's the crazy thing, that one sweater is still with me almost a decade later. It's just as soft and beautiful as the day I bought it. Meanwhile, the dozen or so cheap, trendy sweaters I bought over the years, they all stretched out, pilled, and looked sad after just 1 or 2 seasons. So, which one was really more expensive in the long run? Here's a fact. A high-quality garment made from natural fibers, when cared for, can last 5 to 10 times longer than its fast fashion counterpart. So see? It's not an expense, it's a smart investment in your long-term style. And styling your knits is where the fun comes in. Don't just think of a sweater as a single item. Think in layers. A slim-fit turtleneck sweater under a tailored blazer? That is an absolute power move, chic and sophisticated. Or a long, open-front cardigan worn over a silk blouse. That's effortless elegance right there. Layering not only keeps you warm, but it adds so much depth and visual interest to your outfit. Okay, so once you're wrapped in that gorgeous, comfortable knit, it's time to add the finishing touches. The things that make the outfit uniquely yours. Let's talk about Parisian chic accessories, the soul of your style. I want you to remember this mantra. Accessories are not clutter, they are your signature. The iconic Coco Chanel said, "Simplicity is the keynote of all true elegance." And that philosophy is the key to accessorizing well. It's better to invest in a few beautiful, high-quality pieces than to have a jewelry box overflowing with cheap, tarnished costume jewelry. So what are these key investment pieces? First, and most importantly, the silk scarf *. This is the most versatile accessory you will ever own. You can loop it loosely at your neck for a touch of color, tie it in a chic knot on the handle of your handbag, or even wear it as a headband on a breezy day. A great silk scarf is a piece of wearable art. Second, the structured handbag *. Why structured? Because structure equals polish. A slouchy, shapeless bag can drag down your entire look, making it feel sloppy. But a bag with clean lines and a definite shape, like a classic tote or satchel, instantly signals that you are put together. Look for real leather in a timeless color. Third, the leather belt *. This is more than just a functional item, it's a powerful styling tool. Use it to give shape to a flowy dress, to define your waist over a long cardigan, or to add that perfect finishing touch over a blazer. It instantly creates a more flattering and intentional silhouette. And finally, for a true dash of Parisian flair, the beret *. Okay, hear me out on this one. I know it can feel a little bold. But a beret is a sign of pure confidence. It's a little bit artistic, a little bit classic, and a whole lot of chic. It's a way to say, I'm not afraid to have a little fun with my style. You don't have to go with black. Try one in a soft gray, camel, or a rich burgundy. So, what's your signature accessory? The one piece you own that feels the most like you. So we've got these beautiful, refined details to complete the look, from the feel of the fabric to the personal story of your accessories. But how do you make all of this work together as a smart, cohesive system in your closet? How do you turn this into a sustainable, long-term style strategy? Well, that's the secret sauce we're getting into next. Alright, so we've got the gorgeous fabrics and the perfect accessories. But a truly elegant wardrobe is about more than just the pieces you buy, it's about a mindset, a deeper, more intelligent philosophy of style. This is part 4, the sustainable beauty, a grown-up's guide to fashion. And we're going to start with an art form that I bet many of you are already masters of. The art of the mix, blending old and new. Please, do not hide away the beautiful, quality pieces you bought years ago, just because you think they're out of style. I want you to think of your closet as your personal style archive. Every well-made piece from your past has a story. The real art is in remixing those pieces, giving them a new life in a modern context. I have this amazing forest green wool coat I bought, no joke, 20 years ago. I'll admit, for a while, I thought its moment had passed and I was ready to pack it away for good. But last winter, on a whim, I threw it on over some modern, straight-leg jeans, and a pair of cool, low-heeled ankle boots. The result was incredible. I got more compliments on that coat than on anything new I'd bought all season. Everyone was asking where I got my cool, vintage chic coat. See what I mean? One classic piece mixed with a couple of modern elements creates a look that is completely unique. It has personality and depth that no one can copy. Take a look in your own closet. Is there a silk scarf your mother gave you? A perfectly tailored blouse from your career days that still fits like a dream? Try pairing it with something new and see what happens. And this whole idea of remixing what you already own is built on one powerful, foundational principle: minimalism is luxury. In a world that is constantly screaming, more, 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 choosing less is the ultimate statement of confidence. The legendary architect Mies van der Rohe coined the phrase, less is more, in fashion. That means luxury isn't about how many things you're wearing, it's about the quality and intention behind the few things you've chosen. A simple outfit, like a beautiful cashmere sweater and a pair of perfectly tailored trousers, will always look more expensive and sophisticated than a fussy outfit with a dozen competing details. Why? Because when the outfit is simple, the things that shine through are the luxurious fabric, the impeccable tailoring, and most importantly, you, your personality and your confidence. Just think about your own closet for a second. The pieces you reach for again and again, the ones you truly love to wear, I'll bet they're the simplest things you own, right? That's because they give you comfort, they give you confidence, and they act as a perfect canvas for you to express yourself. Minimalism allows the beauty of maturity to speak for itself. This less is more philosophy leads us straight to a very modern buzzword that, honestly, our generation practically invented: sustainable fashion. But really, this isn't some new, trendy concept, it's simply how our parents and grandparents lived. It was the buy it once, buy it right mentality. You bought a good coat, and you expected it to last for years. You mended things when they tore. You valued quality. This is the complete opposite of the fast fashion culture that is so damaging to our planet. Did you know this? According to the UN Environment Program, the fashion industry is responsible for about 10% of all global carbon emissions. And get this. Every single second, the equivalent of a garbage truck full of clothes is either burned or buried in a landfill. That's just staggering, isn't it? So, when a wise woman chooses to buy less, but choose well, she isn't just building her personal style, she is doing her part to protect the world around her. That is a beautiful thing. And this smart, sustainable, minimalist approach doesn't just stop with your everyday clothes. In fact, it's at its most powerful when you get dressed up. I'm talking about minimalist evening wear. At our age, we don't need to rely on sequins and skin-bearing cutouts to make an entrance. The allure of a mature woman comes from something much deeper. Instead of a short, flashy dress, imagine a floor-length gown in silk or velvet, with elegant long sleeves and a classic neckline. Instead of fussy details, focus on a stunning silhouette, like a simple column dress, that celebrates your grace and posture. A beautifully tailored jumpsuit in a rich jewel tone like emerald or sapphire, paired with one stunning piece of jewelry, is the definition of modern sophistication. Remember, allure at this stage of life doesn't come from how much skin you show, it comes from your poise, your confidence, and the undeniable beauty of a timeless design. So, we have the complete mindset, the entire philosophy, from valuing our history, to choosing simplicity, and living sustainably. But all of these things, the tailored blazer, the silk scarf, that elegant evening gown, they're just beautiful objects until they're brought to life by the single most important element. And what is that? We're going to talk all about it in our final section. And here we are, at the final section, the most important piece of the entire puzzle, that secret ingredient, that priceless accessory I've been hinting at this whole time? It's you. This is part 5. Your age is your superpower. Confidence is the only accessory you truly need. First, let's talk about why this elegant, timeless style works so beautifully for us right now. Why does it celebrate women over 50, over 60, and beyond? Because it's not built on the flimsy standards of youth. Fashion for the young is all about what's new, what's next, what's trending on social media. It often demands a certain body type, a flawless complexion. But this style celebrates something completely different. It honors experience, it celebrates grace, and it understands that real beauty is an inside job. This style doesn't try to hide the lines on our faces, it sees them as a map of a life well lived, a roadmap of laughter, love, and lessons learned. The legendary designer Coco Chanel put it this way: nature gives you the face you have at 20. It is up to you to merit the face you have at 50. This style is how we claim that merit. Let's be real. We are done trying to prove ourselves to anyone. We have lived, we have loved, we have failed, and we have gotten back up again, stronger. This elegance is the beautiful armor for a soul that has seen it all. And look, don't just take my word for it. Let me tell you about some real women, with real lives, that I've known. The first story is about Linda, a 62-year-old retired school teacher. After 35 years of shaping young minds, retirement hit her like a ton of bricks. She felt lost, purposeless, and she spent her days in old sweatpants and t-shirts, feeling invisible. Her daughter encouraged her to buy just one great outfit. A pair of tailored black pants and a beautiful silk blouse. At first, she felt silly, but when she put them on, she saw a woman in the mirror she hadn't seen in years. A woman who was still vibrant and full of potential. That little boost of confidence was the spark she needed. She joined a local community board and started a travel club for other retirees. Her old colleagues were stunned by her new energy. The lesson? Style can be the catalyst for your life's next great chapter. Then there's Susan, a 55-year-old executive. She was brilliant and respected, but she was stuck in a uniform of severe, dark, boxy power suits from the 90s. She felt tough and capable, but also disconnected from her softer, more creative side. She started small, swapping her stiff button-downs for soft cashmere sweaters under her blazers, adding an elegant scarf. That small change made her feel more approachable, more authentic. Younger women at her company started coming to her for mentorship, and she finally felt like she could be both a powerful leader and a warm, feminine woman. Which of these women do you relate to the most? Do you see a little bit of your own story in theirs? The common thread in all these stories is this: the real transformation didn't come from the clothes, it came from the permission these women gave themselves to shine again. That's why we have to build our confidence from the inside out, because your aura, your presence, is more powerful than any outfit. Your clothes are just the microphone. Your confidence is your voice. So how do we do it? It starts with the simplest things. First, your posture. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back, lift your chin, walk into a room like you belong there, because with everything you've learned and lived through, you absolutely do. Great posture is more powerful than any designer label. Second, the way you speak. Slow down just a little. Your voice has the weight and wisdom of experience. Let people feel that calm authority. Speak with kindness and conviction. And finally, the most important thing of all, your smile. Please, smile from the heart. A real, genuine smile that reaches your eyes is the most dazzling accessory in the world. It costs nothing, but it is absolutely priceless. It breaks down walls and lights up your entire face. After all my years in the world of fashion, I know this for sure. The most stylish woman in the room is never the one in the trendiest or most expensive outfit. She is the one who is the most comfortable and joyful in her own skin. Your clothes are simply the beautiful wrapping paper for the incredible gift that is you. They're your way of saying to the world, I'm here, I'm proud of my journey, and I am my own kind of beautiful. So, as we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to remember that this isn't an ending, it's a beginning. The start of a new chapter for your style. Let's quickly recap the core lessons, shall we? Remember, true elegance isn't about a logo on your bag, it's about the perfect fit of your blazer. Real luxury is choosing quality over quantity, every single time. And above all, the most expensive, most beautiful outfit in the world is meaningless without the one accessory that matters most, your own confidence. Style, my friends, is not a time machine to make you look 20 again. It's a spotlight, a language, to celebrate the incredible woman you are right now. It's how you tell the story of a woman who has walked through life, and is still standing, proud and graceful. So, starting today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Wear your confidence like a badge of honor. Wear your pride in every single laugh line, every silver strand of hair. Those are not signs of getting old, they are trophies from a life fully lived. You are not getting older, you are becoming more potent, more distilled, like a fine wine. You get better with time, like a diamond. You have been shaped by pressure into something brilliant and unbreakable. And I would absolutely love to hear your story. What's the one piece in your closet that makes you feel like a superstar? What's the best style lesson you've ever learned? Please, share your story in the comments below so we can all inspire each other. If this conversation was valuable to you, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with another amazing woman you know, and be sure to subscribe, so we can continue to build this incredible community of stylish, confident women who are defined by their spirit, not by their age. Thank you so much for being here. But wait, our journey together doesn't stop here. Getting your wardrobe right. Everything we talked about today is a massive, foundational step. But it's only about 70% of the story. The other 30%, the one piece of the puzzle that can make or break your entire look, is your hair. The wrong hairstyle can sabotage the most perfect outfit, and the right one can elevate everything. So, if you are truly serious about creating a totally confident, vibrant, and beautiful look from head to toe, then my next video. Warning. Don't cut your hair short until you watch this. Fashion Trends 50 plus 60 plus is the one video you absolutely cannot afford to miss. I'll see you there.